What's up, friends? Welcome to another exciting episode of the Take So podcast. We're back with another exciting episode. It's your girl, Irabana, and today we're talking about the creative ecosystem in Kumasi in terms of collaboration, in terms of creators coming together to come up with something, because you see what those in Accra are doing. And today we have Mr. Akwesi Boateng in the studio. He's the head of partnerships for Meraki Channels. He will tell us more about the channels, and we have a package for you guys actually. So stick and see. Watch till the end of the episode so you get to know the package. Hi, Mr. Akwesi.
Hello.
Welcome to the Take So podcast.
Thank you. Feels great to be here. The aura is different.
Alright, it's different. Thank you. I'm really excited that you're here as well.
Yeah.
Because you're anticipating your coming.
Yeah.
And finally you are here.
Yeah.
And we are sad that now couldn't come.
Yeah, it happens. But I'm here to do the job.
Full representation.
Yeah.
But before you even delve into the conversation, let's talk about Meraki Channels. What does Meraki Channel do? Tell us more about it.
Right. So Meraki is a Greek word.
Meraki. I keep on saying Meraki.
Meraki.
Okay.
Right? It's a Greek word
Mm-hmm.
that represents when you put your soul into something, when you're doing it. When you do it with a lot of passion and effort, like you leave yourself in there, whether it's a painting or it's music or it's even sports or whatever, you do it with a lot of heart and a lot of passion. That's what that word stands for.
Okay.
So for us, it represents who we are, how we do our things, and the sort of people we like to connect to. In terms of whether it's entrepreneurs or creatives, we want people who are passionate
About what they do.
who do it even if they were not paid, like going all out, going hard. So for us, that's what we represent.
So if you don't do it with your soul, you are not part of us. You are not working with you.
You're not really somebody we want to connect to, but we will help you become that,
Okay.
because we feel like that is where success comes from. It has to come from within. Yeah.
But tell us more about what Meraki actually
It
does.
does.
The channel.
So we are a digital and creative agency.
Okay.
So we work with creative artists, we work with entrepreneurs, we work with business people in terms of their visibility, their digital branding, their strategy, marketing, stuff like that. So we help these brands, whether personal brands or business brands, become more visible, become more attractive, tell their stories online, stuff like that. So social media management, building websites, SEO, content creation, strategy, marketing ideas, all that, put together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it means you've been in the creative system for quite some time.
Personally, yeah.
What's your take on the creative ecosystem in Kumasi?
Well, I wish it was far better than it is, because ultimately what it has become is it has become a feeder community where people start out here and they need to move elsewhere to really make it, because of, one or two reasons. But so currently we have a vibrant space, but could have been way better because, Kumasi is the bedrock of culture in Ghana. So if anything, the creativity should have been big here, and it is here. It's just the commercial side of it that's not been properly honed, for the world to see it the way it should. So currently that's the state that we are in. I think we've become more of a feeder community, but I'm sure it will change with.
Well, why do you think it's actually so?
I think it's the lack of systems generally. We've come into a world where beyond your creative ability, you need certain things to amplify what you do. So TV stations, radio stations, media outlets, all that influence how much your craft is amplified for people to know. And so in areas where these things are more, available, it's easier. It's easier. I remember a friend of mine telling me that, listen, if you're an event organizer outside Accra, you struggle. Because even if you have a relationship with someone, and you want them to come just pass through your event, because they're in Accra and you are elsewhere, they have to fly.
Exactly.
They need a hotel accommodation. But if they're in Accra and you're in Accra, they could just drive, come through, and that changes a lot for you as an event organizer. So some of these things is not the same. But I think the lack of systems generally makes it difficult relatively for people to make it from here. But in this era, it shouldn't be, because there are new ways
Exactly.
to get your stuff out there. And that is why we are
Exactly.
here to show people these ways of getting it done.
Okay. But do you think probably to some extent is based on perception that we feel like the market is in Accra. When I get to Accra, that's when I'll blow. In
Perception.
Kumasi, people really don't get to know me
Yeah.
because someone will start their media journey, go to some radio stations, be in Kumasi, then their dream
Needs to be in
or
Accra.
their goal is to get to Accra,
Yeah.
get to one station in Accra, and
Yeah.
they believe that when they
Yeah,
get there,
they've made it.
that's it for them.
Yeah, mentality is a big part of it. And it's not just a Ghana thing. It's everywhere. In every industry, there are big markets and small markets.
Yeah.
However, it's up to you, the artist or the brand, to determine where you are most comfortable making it from and for what reasons. Even with us, Meraki, people ask us, "Oh, you guys are doing amazing stuff. You should be in Accra." Like, no. You don't have to be in Accra.
Exactly.
You know, because nobody is telling the Accra person to be in New York. Nobody is telling
even
that
to be in Kumasi.
yeah, to be in Kumasi.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so people should be where they are comfortable and find ways to make it work. We're not saying stick to where you are if it's not working, but try and make it from where you are most comfortable and have the best network to make you successful. Really, it doesn't have to be you moving out or anything. With the right knowledge, you don't need that.
But in terms of collaboration, do you think creators in Kumasi like do more of collaboration? Because we see a lot of collaboration happening in Accra. And you see this creator connecting with this particular person. Oh, let's collaborate and do this thing. But you don't really see that happening in Kumasi.
And
even events. Events. You see a lot of them happening in Accra. And you don't see it happening in Kumasi.
So like I'm saying, event organizers in Accra or any big market where the artists have it relatively easier. A lot of these costs that I mentioned are not there. You know, flights and hotels and not really. You know, based on relationship, you could get a few things easy. You know, and Accra is very cosmopolitan.
Yes.
And so people easily want to go out. Kumasi is more traditional.
Yeah.
And so you need to make adjustments in terms of the kind of events you want to do and all that. Collaborations do happen, but not as much as we want. And that is why we formed what we call the Creative Accent monthly meetup, where we bring creatives together and they meet each other, they learn from each other, they play games, they network, they form partnerships, they do projects together, you know, trying to build a community because artists need other artists to thrive.
And I think we need to make more noise about this.
Yeah.
Because there's a need for creators in Kumasi to meet and get to promote ourselves.
Exactly.
We don't always have to bring people out and bring them in to do all of that. So we need to make more noise about the creators' accent.
Yeah, creative accent. We've done that for like 6 months now. December we are doing something a bit different, but from January we're picking up. Last Saturday of each month we do that. We meet over drinks, you know, we're talking, we're having fun, we do a panel discussion, we get people in to talk about, you know, important things. You know, sometimes it's branding, sometimes it's digital visibility, so many different things. We've had different people pass through, some quite popular, some not so popular. It doesn't matter too much to us. It's about the value you're bringing to the conversation. So yeah, so we believe we need more of that. It shouldn't be just us, Meraki, doing it. I feel like anybody who's interested in the creative space should be trying to do things that help the industry, because when the industry grows, gets better, all of us benefit from it.
Exactly,
really, so.
Exactly. But what's should I say variety? When for the past 6 months, when you have these meetups, what creators do you see coming for these events?
So we've had fashion people come through.
Okay.
Musicians. Writers. Yeah, I think those usually dominate the space. So fashion, writers, musicians, filmmakers. We've had filmmakers also come through. So it's been quite mixed. And every month we get new people who were not in the events the last month. We get new people coming through almost every time. You know, sometimes you get people who are coming from outside the country. So for example, we had guests coming from, these are Ghanaians who lived in Kumasi, but were not in Kumasi for a while. but had seen the event online.
Mm-hmm.
So when they came to Kumasi, they decided to, pass through the event. So different people coming through. Yeah.
You didn't mention the location where these events
So over the past 6 months, we've been doing it at Vegas. Okay, it used to be Vegas, but now called Uptown, at Patasi.
Okay.
Yeah, Patasi, close to the blockhouse, around the Shell fuel station. It's quite common.
Is it open for anybody?
Yeah, anybody
any
comes
creator can come. Is it free? Do you have to pay something?
No, it's free. We send our link around, sign up link. So you just sign up so that we have your details, so that we can follow up the conversation, add you to our community after the event and all that. So, but it's absolutely free.
Okay.
For everybody.
But looking at how things are going, how do you envision how the creative space will be in Ghana, in Kumasi? Because you talked about the fact that it's looking like now it's like a feeder system in that way. Do you think it will ever get to a point where someone will start from Kumasi, stay in Kumasi, and make it in Kumasi?
Yeah. So, sorry. Let me take you back. Let me take the Gen Zs back.
Take us back. We'll go. Take us back.
There used to be a time where it wasn't like that. So, for example, now we see a lot of musicians moving out from Kumasi to Accra to make it. It wasn't like that. There used to be a strong Kumasi contingent of artists who were big enough, artists who were winning awards, but lived here.
Oh, okay.
So Lord Kenya was living here. Kwade was living here. We had artists who were big. The best producer in Ghana for a long time was Maurice Babyface, who lived here. He was making the hits from here. So there was a time when it wasn't like that.
Okay.
But as the media, the power of the media became bigger on the music scene, then people began to drift because, the bigger stations were out there and all that. But so we can actually roll it back to the point where people can also be here, because we saw what the Tema boys did.
Yeah.
They built from Tema. They didn't really see the need to, say, come to Accra before. From Tema, they were doing their thing. So it's moved from Kumasi, it went to Tema, Accra. It moves. Music can be like that.
Yeah.
And so we just need to believe in what we are doing. And I don't think that Saka boys necessarily had to move to make it. So there are spots there where you see the glimpses of what could happen if we put some right energy behind what we're doing.
Okay.
In this new era, you can still make it happen from wherever you are.
Really. But what do you think we can do right? What can we do right to make this thing happen?
So first of all, I think people should build the right teams around them. Creative people need teams around them that have the knowledge to do what they're supposed to. A lot of times, creative people just build a team of friends and errand people.
Yeah.
You need people who have more knowledge in what they are doing than you do. Otherwise, you're making a mistake.
Okay.
So you're a musician, maybe you write songs, you sing. That's what you do, right? But these other things, is it social media, is it whatever, get people who have knowledge in it. Build a team so that you can make the thing work. So if you build the right systems around you, trust me, whether it's Kumasi or Sunyani or Fancy Gada made it from Tamale was filling the stadium there. So yeah.
But the issue has been with collaboration. As you're saying, build with the right people. But you're a startup. You're starting. You don't really have money. And you can't pay the right... Exactly. You can't pay the right person to do the job for you.
Yeah.
So it means you definitely have to start with your friends.
Yeah.
And that's the problem we are having.
So that's also one thing. Starting with your friends is not necessarily the problem. It's your friends not being willing to learn. That's the problem. Right?
Okay.
So let me make this example. You see Sarkody's manager now, Angel Town. He wasn't always his manager. There's been times Sarkodie has worked with different people, Sammy Forsen, blah, blah, blah. But I believe in all that time, Angel was learning the ropes. He was his friend, though. They've been friends since senior high.
Yeah.
But he was in the team, but he was watching how these other so-called professionals were doing the job. And so at some point, he knew enough to step in and do the job. You get the point? So you're my friend. You post on social media sometimes. You're active. I say, okay, come on, join the team. You should be interested in learning more, becoming better at what you do as a social media manager. so that you can help me grow.
Yeah.
But if you're just stuck as my friend following me around, then there's no point to it, So all this is part of the conversations that, we need to have. Artist managers, how knowledgeable are they out here? Your artist manager should be learning and taking online courses, whether it's free courses or not, about how to build you. So all these things, they matter too.
But when it comes to collaboration, do you think Kumasi people are more open to collaboration? Because I'm speaking from, I'm not in Accra, but I'm speaking from what I see on the media. I see a lot of collaboration. Like they do a lot of things like, oh, come, let's do this. And you see a lot of creators in one space.
Yeah. I think that collaborations are easier when the industry opens up. And people now can see the end results of collaborations.
Yeah.
That's why it's easier in bigger markets, because they know that, okay, you know what? I haven't got the money, you haven't got the money.
Yeah.
But if we do this together, we've seen these people do it, we can make something out of it. So let's do it anyway. But out here, the industry hasn't opened up so much.
Yes.
So people tend to think that there isn't enough for me to eat. And so I don't want to be sharing with anybody, but there is enough for everybody to eat. But when the industry opens up, you see more collaborations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does the Meraki Channels help us to open up, since you are bringing creators together?
So for us, it's the services we provide to these creators. So for example, you might say you have a brand, say you have a fashion brand, right? You sew very nice clothes. Yeah. But it does not have a name. There's a lot in a name. People want things that have a name.
Exactly.
We asked, what car do you drive? They want to mention something. What phone do you use? They want to mention. People like things that have an identity.
Exactly. Like, what are you wearing? I need to mention a name. I can't say what my closet. Oh no.
You get the point.
I get you.
So sometimes it's just simple knowledge. You sew so well, your brand does not have a name. Get a name, get a good logo for it, push it, and you can double the price of that same thing you were sewing. Okay. This is very simple consultancy, but carries a lot of weight. Yeah. You sew well, but I don't have a name. So that's what we coming with: the knowledge, the experience, the network, the connections. Because there are people who have come to our event and ended up getting gigs from it. Because they connected to people, connected them to other people, who ended up getting big gigs from it and all that. So that's what we come in with. Supporting these artists, these businesses, these entrepreneurs with the right knowledge and the right skills, to push them.
Yeah. Okay. So whether you're a small creative, a big... Anybody can come.
There's a big brand, a small brand, personal brand, business, anybody.
I think we'll be coming on. I think I'm so will be coming to your office.
100%.
Where can we find you in case we want to come?
So we have a physical office at the hub that's at KNUST, the one at the commercial area. There's a hub at KNUST.
The museum?
Inside the museum.
Oh.
Yeah. So we have a physical office there.
Oh.
And then, online you can find us, Meraki Channels, across all the digital platforms, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Just look for Meraki Channels.
Interesting.
Yeah, just reach out to us or go to our website. We've got a very interesting website. We've got lots of articles about things happening in Kumasi and all that. So just go MerakiChannels.com as well. Yeah.
Okay. I think the museum, I remember when we were starting, we had an episode there. That episode was very dark because we were recording very late in the evening. We had no lights. And we still recorded that episode. It's still there.
You need those stories to
exactly.
To tell.
We still have that episode on our channel. But tell us about what's happening in December. I learned you are organizing a tour. Tell us more about it.
Yes.
More about it.
So here's the thing. There is a festival, right, called the December Gold Festival.
Okay.
That Meraki Channels is a partner to, right? But Meraki Channels is handling the tour side. The festival is for entertainment and tourism. But the tourism side is what Meraki Channels is partnering, right? And so we'll be doing a tour of Kumasi and its environs. On 29th and 30th of December. So 29th, we are doing what we call the city tour. where we are touring, the sites in Kumasi. So we are doing the interesting sites inside Kumasi. So we are doing the Otumfo, the museum there. We are doing the military museum. We are doing
The one at Doom.
the one at Doom. We're doing the Confanachi Sword site. We are doing the Sokobai Brass Village. Many people don't know there's a brass community at Sokobai. They do all sorts of brass stuff.
Is it bra or bra?
Brass.
What's that?
Like brass is like,
it's okay not to know something. Come on.
So brass is like,
it's
metal.
Oscar.
It's a metal, but it's not gold. It's not silver. It's okay. Let me use this example.
Yeah.
When they do these beads, they have these things like metallic things they hang on the bead. So like maybe it's a beaded, but sometimes it's like love, sometimes like a mask, sometimes that's from brass.
Okay. I didn't know. It's fine not to know.
Yeah. So there's a brass village out there, so interesting sites. And then 30th, we go outside Kumasi. We go to the Butterfly Sanctuary. We go to the Bonfobri waterfall somewhere around Kumau. Somewhere there's a waterfall in the Ashanti region. We go to the Bonre Kente village. We go to the Dinkra village. So we're doing 2 days of touring.
On the
29th and 30th of December.
Okay, so if you think we don't have a tourist site in Kumasi,
and that's the
now
thing.
You know.
That's the thing.
Now you know.
There are so many places you can go to.
Yeah.
We might have even heard of it, but if not been there.
Yeah, like the brass.
Yeah, the brass village. Like people don't.
Oscar,
don't know
did
that.
you know there was a brass village in Sokoban? Did you know?
It's about the brass.
Harry, do you know what a brass is? Hey! It's only me. Do you know what a brass is? Wow. Now I'm shy at my ignorance, but it's fine,
You've learned something new.
Yeah.
So that's what we are doing on those 2 days. It's gonna be very much fun, people. So for December, our meetup is that.
Okay.
We are not meeting at the regular venue anymore. We are meeting up, to do the touring, have fun, network and all that on the bus and all that. So it's gonna be fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love what Meraki Channels is doing.
Yeah.
I love it. The fact that you are bringing creators in Kumasi together to collaborate and make it big from here.
Yeah.
Because we can do it from here.
And that's the thing. It's coming from the heart. For us, this is our home. We like to build from here. I mean, we travel around. We go outside Kumasi for so many things. But I believe that if we are going to build something right, let's build from here. It does not mean we're not expanding to other areas. Definitely we may, but we want this to be where it all started and where it all, blew up. Yeah.
Okay, so just to wrap the whole conversation up, maybe there's an upcoming creator, someone who wants to do something. Tell the person something.
Okay, so all I'll say is that first of all, do what you're doing from your heart. Like, if you cannot do this whilst you're not being paid, maybe you think of something else that pays you well. It has to come from that place where, yes, you want to be paid, but if you don't get paid, you still feel fulfilled, right? So that's the first thing. Next thing, build the right team around you. If it's your friends, no worries. Maybe you trust them. Friends, family, that's fine. But they've got to upgrade as you go up. Otherwise, you get to a point you can't roll with them anymore. Or find professionals around you who are willing, when they see your potential, when they see your seriousness, they might be willing to go with you.
Exactly.
And last thing, look out for Meraki Channels. Talk to us. Let's see what we can do together. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Akwesi, for joining us on the Take Am So podcast.
Sure.
Oh, by the way, we have a surprise for you guys. From next year, God willing, we are having a partnership with Meraki Channels. So our guest list, if you get to join us on the podcast, you'd have
free consultation
from Meraki Channels, where would help you in terms of branding yourself, in terms of putting yourself out there. And maybe after, if you want to continue the consultation services with them, then you have that agreement with Meraki Channels. So this is a big opportunity for every creator. And we're actually calling out on creators to collaborate with us. If you want to come on the pod, God willing, next year, just shoot us a DM or text us on our various social media platforms, and we'll definitely reply and we'll definitely have you on our channel. So if you would want to give any shout outs or your social media handles so that we can follow Meraki Channels.
Right. So shout out everyone who supported our journey.
That's what they always say.
Like everyone who supported our journey.
Everyone.
Yeah, too many people to call out names. Otherwise, the show doesn't end now. So everyone who's been with us, it's been a very interesting journey. So yeah, shout out to everybody who supports us in any way or form, from the venues where we've had our events to the people we've collaborated with, you know, and all that. Different people we've met at different events and all that. You know, just look out for Meraki Channels, MERAKI, then Channels, CHANNELS, Meraki Channels together. On all social media platforms, any social media platform, you find us there. And then you can go to our website as well, merakichannels.com. Read some of our interesting stories, give us feedback, comments, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, we're good.
Thank you so much, Akwesi, for coming. It was a pleasure having you on
the
pod.
Same here.
Yes, so if you're a creator, make sure that next year you are joining Meraki Channels for the collaboration, the events that happens on the last Saturday of every month.
Yeah.
Yes, and put yourself out there as a creator. Make sure you put yourself out there and have the right team, as Akwesi is saying. Even if you don't have the money, make sure you have friends who can add value to whatever you're doing. And this has been our episode with Akwesi from Meraki Channels. Make sure that you're subscribing. You've watched up to this far. You waited up to this far and you haven't subscribed.
Don't go into 2026 without subscribing.
You know, that's some period.
No.
Make sure you subscribe before you get to 2026. Yeah, so make sure you tap on the subscription button and make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms at takeamso_pod. So this is where we end today's episode. On 3, 2, 1, we say Take Am So.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Take Am So.
I like the way you made it show short.